This will probably be the nerdiest extras video yet, as we will not only be talking about train depots and back-end facilities that the general public won't really know or care about, but also about this seemingly random linkway at Marina Bay Station that doesn't look like much at first, but was actually once a temporary maintenance facility for trains. And even though it's located near the Circle Line platforms, it was primarily used to serve Downtown Line trains. What? Yes, believe it or not, the Circle and Downtown lines are connected together, and the reason why can be traced back to the original Marina Line plans, which we will skip over because we talked about it in the previous video before. But basically, it was plans for a single MRT line that was eventually split into two separate lines, but their track connections remained. When Downtown Line Stage 1 was opened, there was no permanent depot to service DTL trains, as Gali Batu Depot was not ready yet. Kim Chuan Depot, which maintains Circle Line trains, was designated to be the temporary depot for DTL servicing, so they built a small expansion to the depot called the Tai Seng Facility Building to accommodate DTL trains. So if DTL trains need to be serviced, they have to be shunted, probably by a CCL train or some other locomotive, to the CCL tracks at Bayfront Station, then shunted again all the way to Kim Chuan Depot, then to the Tai Seng Facility Building. Or they could also just shunt one stop down to a temporary facility next to the Marina Bay CCL platforms, where some light maintenance work can be done. When DTL Stage 2 was opened, so did Gali Batu Depot, which became the main facility for DTL trains. This means that the Marina Bay temporary maintenance facility has less of a purpose and remained dormant. But even with all these works happening, the public at large didn't really know about the existence of such a facility until about 2021, when it was announced that one of the Marina Bay CCL platforms would be closed for about 2 weeks in May that year so that the tracks to the temporary maintenance facility could be removed. Once that was done, the facility space was decommissioned and converted to be part of a linkway to a new exit 5 for the station, which seems to have opened quite recently, possibly around 2024. Oddly, it seems to serve this empty field at the time of this recording. I'm sure there will be new developments that this exit will serve in time to come. From this old footage before the closure of the facility, you can see that there used to be a shutter that allowed trains to come in, but now it has been removed and turned into a straight wall. And the other side of the wall is actually right here. This also raises an interesting question. Was turning this facility into a linkway something they decided much later, or was it part of the plan from the beginning? Surprisingly, there's evidence to suggest that this was the plan all along, as this page in the World's Building Directory back in 2012 has a paragraph of text that says so. That actually made sense, as the DTL and CCL extension to Marina Bay was formally announced in 2008, which means they had time to plan and build such a facility with the foresight to turn it into a linkway later. I actually find this fascinating that this seems to be a reverse situation of Tembah Junction LRT station, as that was a public area that eventually closed off to become part of the depot of the same name, but the Marina Bay facility was closed to become a public area. As a little epilogue, you may be wondering what happened to the Tai Seng Facility Building we mentioned earlier. It's still around, and while building DTL Stage 3, they also built secret tracks to connect the Tai Seng facility to the DTL, and so now the Tai Seng facility also serves a similar purpose to the Marina Bay facility, doing smaller scale servicing to the DTL trains.